Hi guys, it is summer and we have another waterproof compact on a review. This is Panasonic FT7. This camera is waterproof up to 30 meters or 102 feet underwater. This is not necessarily a camera only for divers. This is also good choice if you do any type of sports near the water, like kayaking or something like that. This camera is a compact camera. It is rather small, but not the smallest possible. This is typical because it is waterproof. It has to be a bit bigger and bulkier. And the good thing is that it's also shockproof from falls up to 2 meters or 6 feet. One of the details I particularly like about this camera is the wrist strap. As you can see, it is not just an ordinary strap, it has this piece of plastic which you can use to tie it around your wrist. So there is absolutely no chance of the camera falling or probably sinking way too deep for you to recover it. Handling of this camera is rather good. It has a small grip on the front, so it is very easy to hand hold this camera and keep it steady while you are shooting. On the back you can see 3 inches LCD screen which has 1 million dots. It has excellent viewing angles and usually is bright enough, except maybe in direct sunlight as it is the case now. But in this situation you can use electronic viewfinder above the LCD screen. It has diopter adjustment and around 1 million dots. It is not particularly big, but it is better to have it than not, and in direct sunlight it is a better way to use the camera than the LCD. Up front you can see 4.5 times optical zoom lens. This lens does not extend outside of the camera. As this is an underwater camera, the lens is placed vertically inside. Probably the only downside of this lens is aperture, which is f3.3 to 5.9. In other words, this is not the best camera for shooting videos or still images in low light. Also, if you are going to shoot a lot underwater, I suggest shooting in daylight, especially sunlight, because also underwater this camera needs a lot of light to make good images. On the right side of the camera you can see battery compartment, which has both battery and memory card and also connectors, micro USB and HDMI. This camera uses standard SD memory cards. I recommend buying those with U3 marking because of 4K videos. Also the battery is a lithium unit. It looks small, but it is strong enough for around 250, maybe even 300 shots, what is actually a good result. The battery is recharged inside the camera using the micro USB charger, just like a smartphone. This camera also has a built-in Wi-Fi function. It works without problems using Panasonic's application. Image quality from this camera is solid, maybe not the best possible, but this is a small sensor with a lot of megapixels, so some limitations apply. As long as you shoot images or videos in daylight, there will probably be no problem, but as soon as you go into lower light, when ISO is higher, images will be blurry because of very high noise reduction. So as long as you are in sunlight, both outside or in water, there will be no problems. This camera records video in maximum resolution of 4K at 30 frames per second. You can also choose lower resolutions, Full HD at 30 or 60 frames per second. And there is also a slow motion video which records at 100 frames per second and reproduces that footage at 25. Altogether, Panasonic made a solid, maybe not the best, but a solid camera, especially at this price point. It will be a good camera for weekend users, for vacations and stuff like that. If you want significantly better image quality, you will have to spend significantly more money. Also, if you want very good footage underwater, just underwater case for a good camera will cost more than this entire FT7 model. So at this price point, I think Panasonic made a solid camera. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, subscribe to our channel and see you next time.